Yep, and now we get another one for free. Oh, and now we can get this back, deal 4 damage, and we get basically the full value, and the curse recording is fully reset, so you don't get the drawback. This is just like 4 mana Chandra basically, and it gets doubled. Oh man, here we go. Oh, poor guy. They will scoop. Like, there's no way they will ever beat this. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today one of the most requested and cursed decks of Standard, because we will indeed be playing with curse recordings. I got so many decks from you guys that were about using this card, and I thought, alright, we'll do it. This will be fun, and I have to say that this card is surprisingly good in this deck, because you never see the drawback of it. With Jeskai Revelation, man, when you double Revelation, it's already like a powerhouse play, but then you can also return a permanent to its owner's hand. For example, Curse Recording. That means if you are close to those 7 counters, so you could take 20 damage, you just bounce it and it's free. Like, I've never had any problem with just not taking 20 damage for it. And that means it's 4 mana artifact that basically doubles your instant or sorcery spells, and that's a powerhouse. With double Helix, you can burn your opponent very cheaply. With Get Lost, you have answer to everything, and with double stock up, man, 3 mana to just get 4 different cards out of 10, you will be surprised how many opponents will literally scoop to a card draw that gets doubled with Curse Recording, and they know it will be a painful death that is inevitable. And yeah, with Helix you can life gain so much when it gets doubled, you can literally burn your opponent. It's 24 damage in doubled Helixes in the deck, not even talking about Revelation and Chandra. So the deck can do a lot. I think you guys will like it. And before we start, of course, our absolute legend for today is none other than Matt Spradlin, our veteran, our OG on the channel. And thank you for your support, but also for just enjoying the channel for all of this time. It fills me with joy and determination that you are still enjoying the content, so that's super cool. And this deck is for you. I hope you like it. And with that being said, let's hit the ladder and see how it goes. And if you like this type of deck, don't forget to like and subscribe so we see more of them. Our opponent is going first. Counter spells. I mean, I have to say, whenever I see this at the opening, I know it will be a good game, you know. And Monastery is surprisingly like helpful. I guess after playing with Triumphs I should expect it, but every time I play this card it's just wow, it helps so much, man. You always have all the mana colors. So this, as long as they don't target our lockdown, we should be fine, but we need to be careful because they can bounce lockdown and absolutely destroy us, because then they get all the value from all of the cards. I wanted to consider if I'm playing it now, and then I remembered that I'm actually on my turn 2 against all of this. So I don't have a choice. Alright. I could kill Pixie when they were tapped, but I would love to see what is the play they are doing. Because I think they might do something before attacking, I hope. If that's 2 mana, that's even better. They want to trigger this prowess, right? So Hopeless Nightmare will probably be a great addition. Oh boy. This is a strong card, but it doesn't give them as much. It is a creature. I think it's okay. In all honesty, I think it's okay. Alright, they got... Oh, they play Tracker. That's something we absolutely need to pay attention to. We have good answers, so it's not the end of the world. Do I want another talent? This will give them so much value later. I think I have to mitigate the most damage on this turn. We go for Pixie. Pixie is a card. Those are just tokens, so they cannot be bounced. So you always choose Pixie as the target for removal. 4 damage is not the end of the world. This will be a problem, but I hope until then we can fix it. Let's go this. I think it's too early for lockdown, to be honest. However, oh man, this will be rough. Because they will just attack and hold mana for it, potentially pump it to 6 damage. But I think we need to be patient here. We need to get into the 7 mana realm, and it will be rough, man. We already presented our opponent absolute 0 instance. That was not my intention, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go for a Payland maybe. We have a lot of Azorius spells. They will play the tracker at the end step, so we need to be ready with a counter spell. Our opponent doesn't probably expect it right now. We have to go. This card is absolutely deadly. Like, if we don't counter it, it's a disaster. So I will change. We drew one new card, so our opponent... So basically we didn't have priority last turn. It could be because of the counter spell. We have one new card and it could be an instant. So this is what we are showing to our opponent, like bluffing. This way maybe they won't pump it, maybe we don't get as much damage. And I would love to play Lockdown when they don't have cards. We can Chandra on the next turn. That's not a bad deal. I think this has to be a Lockdown turn, so we can go with Chandra. This might get rough. For example, if they have this town, they can actually prevent tokens being exiled, because they can bounce it before it resolves, and then nothing dies. So I think they have this card, and I think they will do it. Because that's the best play. Yep, this is the moment to do it. Hopefully you can survive one more turn. But they are still using their best card. They can absolutely pump to 6, probably to 9. So we will be on the verge of dying. And then we need to play a Lockdown and hope they don't draw another this time ain't big enough. That's my prediction. And they will... Yeah, I think we will be dead most likely. But it's not guaranteed. We have decent options right now. Oh, the bird is super annoying. Okay, this is interesting. I mean, we actually have a lot of potential here, but how do we do it? How do we do it? I could Chandra and double torch the tower, which is probably death sentence. And this flips, which means I will have to play Revelation on the next turn. I could Man, I don't have one extra mana. There is no good way to do it. If I plus, this is 7 loyalty, but they will just go face. I think there's nothing we can do except the Lockdown here. It's rough, but I still think it's the best play. Let's see if they have Kirin. We can kill it, and that's a pretty good thing. But they would probably... Alright. They're going for the Lifa. Oh! I think I was fast enough, right? Okay, do you want to do it? Nope. I want to kill it before they can bounce it. And I'm not bargaining the Lockdown, so I killed the Anchorage. So I think we have to play like this. If they go for the Anchorage on the next turn, we can bounce the Overlord, deal 4 damage to Anchorage, and kinda go from there. I will go full fake mode, you know? Anchorage is not as deadly yet. They need 2 turns to go for it. And that also means they probably cannot make too many more plays. They can pump it to 4. I messed the triggers. Because I'm thinking about how... if we can do this whole play. Because they will probably have between 1 and 2 mana if they go for the Anchorage on the next turn. Alright. We absolutely need to play this. We absolutely need to play. You know what? I think we can do it. I think we can actually do it. If not, the Anchorage kinda deals 2 damage, but I don't want to go to 1, because if they have Hopeless Nightmare, they attack for 2, I'm at 1, and they Hopeless, and I'm dead. And I think it's not really worth it. Okay, that's fine. What is the play? I guess they try to maximize this, right? They're not... Okay, they are going for attackers. I don't want them to get this trigger, so we have this to play. We have to get rid of this. We deal 4 damage here, and now they can go for the Anchorage. Still the best play. Let's see what they will do. 2 tokens will help with trying to survive for a while. Oh, they're going for this. What can you do? What can you do? But we prevented a lot of bad things on this turn. We live gained, and we taxed their mana super hard. So I'm still kinda okay with this play. They can play this and bounce the talent. In all honesty, I think it's okay. We are doing some work. So it's probably Chandra. Yep. So, okay. Guys, I think we won. I think we actually will win this. We go for Chandra. Let's go. We can prowess. I don't think we'll try to go for lethal, but it's an option.
No more watching. It's time to do something.
I could also go just for 1-on-1. This is not bad, man. And with Anchorage, they can deal 4 damage. We kinda know everything except one card. I think we go for 1. This should be good enough. We only play this like this because we have Get Lost, so we know that 2 creatures will die on their turn. And there's nothing we can block, so let's just swing. Oh, really? That's nice. I think that's good. That means they can't kill Chandra. So I target this, I pump everything, and we are not dead. Unless it's just like double nightmare or something. Alright. And I need to double target this, otherwise they're getting 4 map tokens, which we don't want, of course. Alright, I mean, this is a full game reversal, and thanks to stock up, we have guaranteed 4 cards. So we will never lose on value. Right now they are against 2 creatures, Planeswalker, 8-9 mana, and the deadliest of all cards, because this gives us the perfect cards. So on our turn we just double draw, and then we double cast on their turn. I think they are dead. I honestly think they are dead, man. They don't have quick enough threats to actually out-tempo us right now. Even if they have all the cards, our spells are more powerful than theirs. And as you can see, they are pretty limited on mana. Like, their plays are okay, but I can literally kill this with 1 card, as you can see. So yeah, I think we are getting to the point where we are just winning. Let's go stock up. Man, can you feel the power? Marang, sure, I'll take it and torch the tower, because it's super flexible, and I could think longer about this, but I don't think we need to. And I will take Steel stock up, so we can go infinite. As you can see, I am absolutely overdrawing cards. I should take 1 of them, but I took both. It's fine. It's fine. I will probably attack with this. Because we can kill everything, right? We can kill the Overlord. Nah, let's just get lost. I think this is better. And we keep the torch, the tower for later. We also pump the monks, which is super nice. Oh! It's fine. I thought I had the doubling. It's okay. It's okay, guys. We play this. And in all honesty, is there ever a world where we don't win the game if they don't kill us? Like, we have counter spells. Moment we untap, like, look how much we can do. So I don't think there's any point in attacking. Like, opening a way for a prowess creature is probably the only way we can lose. If they can Hopeless Nightmare, this is 3-3. That's literally 7 damage. So, you know, we need to go like this. They can only draw lands. Okay. Show me. They are still spending mana. As long as they keep tapping mana, I'm pretty happy about it. And they can only play 1 land on this turn, so the best they get is 0 mana. That's fine. I can just Tron block it. And they keep spending mana. 1 more map and they cannot go for the Anchorage. I will just block it. So as you can see, if you play like this, you are an absolute force. Like, what can they do? Like, they cannot even go through your tokens, and they need to literally kill you on this turn. It makes it so hard for the aggro player, man. They can play this, but what do they bounce? Like, talent or what? Like, so far they are not doing anything threatening, so we don't need to react. It's fine. I can respect, they are really fighting, but their cards are just too weak. And on this turn, they cannot kill us, so we just need to draw cards, fix everything, and we'll go 6 new cards at the end step, so this should just do it. We don't need this one, and we'll probably discard the land from the next cards as well. Let's go Fabled Passage, because this is untapped as well. Alright, that also means I can go for... I mean, I will just kill it. We don't need to do it like this, but I want to be mana efficient. If they do something at the end step that's better, then I have full reign over the next turn. I have 6 loyalty, so I can X and just kill everything. Kirin is fine, so they will probably draw a card with this. But that is bad for them, because they open themselves to all what we have right now. That means we spend 3 mana, or loyalty, sorry. We go for this, and now we actually have full control over this game, because we have Jeskai Revelation into a counter spell. And we'll start attacking them on their end step, so yeah, they need a very powerful turn. Because now we will have 3 tokens, and that's probably next turn lethal, if we try. And they need to defend against this. Like right now they are not doing anything, it's just 2 damage. Not even using the map token, so yep, sure. Chandra goes to 1, absolutely fine. I'm going like ultra control, because you cannot lose the game if everything that you allow is just not threatening at all. So we will go with what? All the taplands probably. 4 damage here. And it gets doubled. Oh man, here we go. Oh, poor guy. They will scoop. Like, there's no way they will ever beat this. This is getting us to 15 again. Spell Pierce. Alright, I will. They probably have double Spell Pierce, it seems. What is going on? Yep, we would bounce this one. We will also get them to 4 mana. So as you can see, we absolutely outscaled this guy. What are you? Man, I'm not sure what we are playing against. Preach. Oh my god, this is like the only 3-drop I cannot keep. Come on. Are you serious? Oh, now I got the counters. This has to be the most unlucky sequencing ever. They will get a ton of value from this, but you know what? With Curse Recording, I mean, if you can set it up and play 1 or 2 cards, it doesn't matter what they had. Like, you always get ahead, basically. This is... I should probably pay life in response. But then I cannot go for 3 steps. Well, I probably won't cycle cards. So that probably was a bit of a mistake. Here's the bat. Alright, this is a good target. However, they will see the hand, and that's a little bit of a bummer. So I will cast Helix. So, okay. So basically I'm waiting until they choose one of the cards, in case they play another bat. Because then I can choose what the second one removes. If I kill it now, they play another bat, and they can actually choose what cards I lack for the next turn. With this play they cannot, so that's, I think, a little bit better. And if they don't do anything, of course, we just kill stuff. We could also try to go for 3 steps ahead and cycle cards to hit the land drop. I'll be honest, I like this play. I think we are so like behind on lands and draws. Like, we are on the back foot. I think we are on the draw with Mana Screw. So that's not exactly great. If they took it, they probably don't have a counter spell for it, right? I hope. I will try. The problem is that now they see the full strategy, so it's not as easy to, you know, fool them right now. I really want to drop it. Alright, let's go recordings. You need to carry the whole game. I'm not sure if that's... or why would you... Alright, okay, for me it doesn't make sense. Why would you remove this with a bat if you had a counter spell? Like, this is literally their best play, right? I don't understand this play. So this is the problem. Sometimes you take the cues from your opponent because there's only like one situation where it makes sense, and that's not the situation, and then you are like, okay, I guess they just did it. So that's a bit of a problem. So how can we play? They obviously play counter spells, and now they have 3 steps ahead. So we probably have to play at their end step. While also getting pressured like crazy. So it's not going great because of this play. I didn't expect they might have a counter spell and still remove the best counter spell target from our hand. Because this play super put us behind, right? So they wanted us to make this play and they prevented it, so I'm not sure. Maybe they expected ill-timed explosion or something. Maybe that was the play. Sure. This is 4 damage. I think we can tank it. So far I see that they hold 5 mana every turn, so that could be 3 steps ahead. It really feels like it. So we will go for the dragon, because if they counter this, especially super hard, they cannot counter the sweeper. I need a land for the next turn. I really like the stock up. We could get lost this as the opening. I kinda need all of those cards. I think it could be one Helix. But Helix is so... I will go with this. I will go with this. We have stock up as card advantage. Alright, another land. That's kinda okay. And we want to overload them on their turn, so they cannot use this 5 mana. Alright, they will probably go into combat phase directly, and then we need to start making the plays. So this is obviously the main play we want to do. I don't think we can play around it, so let's start with this. Our opponent knows what they are doing, so if they have a counterplay, there is no going around it. Let's see the attack. No blockers. Alright, and no Kaito. I know I don't need to take this damage, but I think it's better. Because this deck cannot really burst you easily. At least the normal version. And see, now we are getting extra value. Do I need this? First, I will kill the bat and see if something happens. Our opponent plays exactly around my place, I have to admit. Alright, let's see. I think they might have another play and they tried to bait something. That's fine, that's fine. But they still have 3 steps ahead mana, and I think it's not a coincidence. Geek's command is actually deadly because it puts 2 counters, and this is the 3rd counter, so they can pump it to 7 damage exactly. If we take 1 damage, we are dead. So that's a little bit scary. I think we'll go with this. Let's go recording. Maybe this one will trigger. Alright, alright. I think we are cooking, but it's not easy around our opponent. However, in order to go for lethal, they need to spend a ton of mana, and then it's easy to answer, so we will also make it harder for them. We're starting to stabilize right now. Only 4 damage. Don't forget they cannot really tap out easily. I think I will double hit Preacher. I think it's so important. They can negate all the life gain, but I think we can live without it. As long as they don't... as long as they spend mana, whatever they do, it's fine. All we need... The problem is that they've seen this... Man, if they didn't see this card, they would play completely differently. This bat always makes it so easy for opponent to play around your stuff. One of the biggest upsides of the bat. But we are solving one of the big problems. If they go Geek's command to get bat into something, it's not good enough. And now we actually life gain on this turn. We are at 7, now we are at 10, and there's 1 less creature. So they need to start making some big plays. This is fine. If they go for Preacher, they lost the game. I mean, if they play it on right now. I expected the bat, but bat doesn't hit those 2 cards. They only see they have only seen Revelation, so they expected this is bad card and this is bad card. However, all of the 3 cards are great, and I think they realized that they messed up. This was a good attempt, but we have more than 1 threats, and they can remove only 1. Now they are fully tapped, so whatever they will do, it's not amazing anymore. They should probably pump this, because then it's 5 toughness and then Chandra cannot kill it. Alright guys, alright, this is the moment to do the big stuff. I could just play Chandra, 3-6, and I can stock up, but I need to take mana. That means I need to take 5 damage, and I'm not sure if I want to. We can just kill it and go with Chandra. Or we can double stock up and see what we get and start. Alright, I like this play the most. I honestly like this play the most. I don't need to... No. Let's not overdo it. All we need is few good cards to close this game. Alright. They both died to lockdown. This is actually a very nice answer. It's also pretty cheap. And let's go stock up. Yep. See, one good draw and we are already in very nice situation. Get lost, absolutely, and the counter spell. Sweeper is also nice, but I don't think we need it. And with this, they have no pressure over us. They probably have troubles killing lockdown as well. And we also get the revelation. I don't really expect to cast it ever, but you know, it's nice to have so they cannot tap ever. I think now they should realize that they are falling super behind. They probably have one turn to do stuff, because the cursed recording is just merciless, man. This card is just donking on everyone. If you cannot answer, getting twice the value from a single spell, like even one stock up, right? You play 3 mana to draw 4 different cards. Like, how can you beat this, man? Here you go, just instant removal. That's my whole game plan. I don't have more. This is my game. All right, we have a ton of options right now, and with this land we kind of fix everything. And now we just need to get into cursed recording so we can get some extra value. We already have a counter spell, which I absolutely adore, so we can counter spell the next. Man, I tell you, one good draw and very often everything is instantly fixed. Until end of turn, spend this. So we will wait for a creature. They probably can play something more. Wait, how do you work? Because I'm pretty sure this will be insane. Until end of turn, gains trample. It has no haste. Alright. So, do I understand it correctly? I played this and you lose everything you did the whole game? I think that's the case. So it's not fully over because they will they will play more threats probably, but this is definitely a good reset, so we can start, you know, getting some good value, and we don't need to target this. So this is an interesting choice. I could just go we go cursed recording. Like, this is super important, so we can start, you know, doubling the value, especially if ill-timed explosion. We can sweep the board and also draw 2 cards, hopefully Marang, which will draw 6 cards. So then we fix everything. Our life total is super important. This is basically like a timer, how much time we have to set up the good place. Alright, Bushwhack. Yeah, they identified we probably have no creatures, so it's better to have a land. Alright. A lot of pressure, honestly. This is 8 drop, basically. And we already answered stuff. So I think we go for this. We of course need to activate recording. Honestly, without recording it would be still hard to recover. But with this, I hope we can sweep everything. We need to hit stuff, you know? Listen, like, I mean... how... oh my god, but I can cast it on the next turn if I hit a land. Okay, we definitely decline. Because we can just do the same thing later. Alright, we know exactly what we have. Did I play the land? I think I played the land. Normally you get this pop-up about the battlefield. Okay, this is the one. So I cannot play land on this turn. Definitely we go with this and one more card. I think, man, with this we can actually lose. I think we go get lost and counter spell. I think this is the card. I know, this is wonky, guys, but I think with Jeskai Revelation, this is how we need to do it. Sure, let's see. I will just tank this hit until I can cast Revelation, unless they amplify stuff. Don't forget, on the next turn we are getting Curse Recording again, and then we can basically draw extra cards. Like, imagine you are drawing a Get Lost on top of the normal draw. This is what is going on here. And we can always bounce it later. Alright. This is a good next turn play. Get lost into this. We could also counter it. Alright, I will counter because I want to cast it after they do the thing. Moment, I'm all over the place because I'm trying to win. I think we should. So basically I expect them to play another creature on the next turn. Maybe even something with haste like Goldvein Hydra. And that might be a bit of a problem. However, we got this. Oh man, this is huge. Alright, so we got untapped land, that means we can already double Jeskai Revelation. Oh, poor mono green. Poor mono green. Do I want to... yeah, I think we can do it now. Okay, first you need to activate it. This is a little bit wonky. First, we go this. This cannot be countered, but it can be pumped. This is 4 damage. Sure, let's go for it. Yep, and now we get another one for free. Oh, and now we can get this back, deal 4 damage, and we get basically the full value, and the curse recording is fully reset, so you don't get the drawback. This is just like 4 mana Chandra, basically. Oh man, this was super strong. And they won't go through those tokens until end of the game, probably. So let's go. Let's go and see what... Oh my god. I actually forgot that this is how it works. You know what? I think we have to do it. Guys, we have to do it. Because the prowess is so cool here. Oh man, I actually feel bad. I also probably missed lethal, because instead of this I could double get lost into helixing phase. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this deck. I had been asked for curse recordings a lot, and I hope it satisfied your curse hunger. And I have to say, this card kinda surprised me, because when you read it, it's obviously like you get the good stuff and then you die. And usually with those cards, there's like one combo deck that makes any use of it, because otherwise you instantly die. The same with like Harmless Offering decks, it's very similar concept. However, after playing with this, bro, this feels like 3 doubling spells. Like, I kid you not. Like, I've never felt the drawback, because you have so much life gain in this deck with Helix and, what was it? Revelation, that you can, if you have this setup and you get like 1 or 2 turns of using this ability, like, you can literally like life gain 12, man. That's not a big deal. And then you go above 20 and you could take this hit, but most of the time you just bounce it. It's not a problem. I never used it, but I believe to their owner's hands, right? So you can also use the dragon. It's not instant or sorcery because you cast it as a dragon, so that's a cool interaction. If you are on like 6 counters and if you cast something, even Revelation, you can die. You can just play the dragon, bounce it, and it's fine. So that's a cool way to avoid the inevitable. And honestly, Curse Recording did a lot of work. However, the biggest issue I've noticed after playing with this is that you basically need to set up full turn, and it's so hard to take turn off in standard. Sometimes I had an empty board, my opponent being as red as possible, and you are like, listen, if I play this, I will probably die somehow. Especially that you are never at 20 when you go into this game. On turn 5, you are probably between 7 and 13 or something. If you tap out, you die. So that's the biggest problem. That's kind of funny because it's only 4 mana, but it feels like forever. So you get this awkward situation of first you want to cast the recording, so double all the next spells, right? But if you cast recordings, you cannot leave. So you basically need to start with helixes, and then when your hand is getting empty, then you can drop the curse recording. So from my experience, the hardest part is finding this one turn when you can tap out. It depends on the matchup, of course. Against some matchups you cannot really tap, because if they're on the play, they can go for Omniscience, for example, animation. So I added the counter spells later to the deck, because I've tested this in a lot of versions, and this is the first version that felt pretty smooth. I also added stock ups, and stock ups are actually insane in this deck, because they synergize with Curse Recording perfectly. Like, when you get 4 cards and all of them are high quality, usually there's nothing more you need to win the game, basically. 1 counter spell, 1 sweeper, 1 life gain, and 1 removal, or like Cardo or something. And that's it. That's all you need to win the game. Then you survive 1 turn, untap, and your opponent is like, alright, I'm out. And that's how you do it usually. I also tried different mana base. I know I'm the only one excited about mana base, alright? But I'll tell you, I tried fast lands and they actually wrecked this deck, because you have so many 4-drops and all of them are super crucial. So if you cast it on turn 5, it's even slower. So I removed them, and Fabled Passage, even in 3-color deck, I think it's perfect. I think we can even play more, because the 4th land is untapped, and that's the most important one for this deck. So I don't think it's like the best Jeskai and the most competitive, of course, but I was super surprised with Curse Recording, and the card has a little bit more potential than I expected, so maybe we will see it somewhere. Who knows? It's hard to set up, but once you have it and it survives, bro, you are just demolishing most of the decks with this double spelling, and it feels very fun because you are a true control deck finally, always outvaluing every deck. That's something I personally like, so I don't need to care about not hitting my next stuff. And yep, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this deck and this a little bit longer than I expected outro. And as always, huge thank you to all the patrons that allow us to make those videos. And this support makes a huge difference, like in a real way. So thank you guys for this. And I hope the videos, just keep coming as cool as you hoped for them for. So thank you guys for watching and see you tomorrow.